Bat. Reversing, now taking a bit of risk. Came off, thankfully for him, going fine.
Yeah, you mentioned about Mehdi Hasan Miraj picking up his 50th wicket in BPL. There are a couple of other players who reached a milestone in this particular match. Ibadat Hussain picking up his 50th wicket in T20s. And also Chaturanga picking up his 100th wicket in T20s. Big mix-up, trouble, wrong end. There was an opportunity. That's gone missing.
Well, opportunity missed. The communication between Benny Howell and Shoaib Malik left a lot to desire. Have a look at this. Played it away and immediately ran. His partner was not interested. He almost sold him down the river, but as you said, it was the wrong end to pick. Thankfully for the batters, he would have been well short. The batter, but not picked correctly by Rabbi. So this time down the leg side. Maybe could have done better with that.
I think important for the keeper to call for it, because keeper is know exactly where those two batters are. And once he went to that left of his side, Kamrul Islam Rabbi, he didn't see what was going on. So it was the call. It has to be the call from the keeper or the bowler. And that needed to be keeper's end straight away.
Nicely behind that. Just the movement as you go forward, get to the pitch of the ball. Not trying to hit it too hard, just the placement, a couple of comfortable runs. Well, the current run rate 7.81. They started off with a bang around the 10 mark. It's been clawed back, it's been pulled back by the bowlers. And now there will be a little more pressure on Shoaib to get things moving. He's got a strike rate of 133. That's not bad. And a good ball. He almost induced an edge there. The leading edge gets a single. 109 for 5. Look at the projected scores going at this rate, 156. Maybe not enough. They want to go around the 10 mark from now on, go above the 165, 170 mark. That will give their bowlers something to work with. Because this looks like a good track, good batting track. And the next 6 overs are going to be crucial. Meantime, Benny Howell has changed his bats. Maybe change of bats is going to bring him a change of fortune, but it is Shoaib on strike. Karim Jannat. Well, that seemed to have slipped through his fingers. Low full toss.
Yeah, Shakib Al Hasan has relied on his spinners. Out of the 14 overs so far, bowled 11 bowled by spinners. Karim Jannat in from this Pahani end in the attack. And he'll be hoping that he can bowl that length, because he was eyeing to bowl that Yorker. But he can't just get it. If he doesn't get it right, then there could be trouble, because fine leg and third man are inside the circle.
Howell with the new bat doesn't really get that space he was looking for. Ball maybe coming and keeping its line, not allowing him to free his arms.
Yeah, they need to cash in now. They need to pick up a bowler, and they need to look at the field set for them. Current run rate will get them 155, but they would be eyeing to get close to 170 with these two in. And if they can hang on till the very end, very much a possibility.
Oh, bowls it wider. He does even better, despite the fact that he seemed not to be in control enough on that bat to make that ball streak away to the boundary.
If you don't get it right, it will be trouble. Again, that length, but it's a little bit wide. All he had to do is just put bat to ball. There was boundary written all over it.
Shoaib Malik is not going to miss opportunities like that. Very simple. Put it away. Jana keeps on trying for that Yorker. On that delivery, I think he did manage. But it was a tad wide.
Yeah, as long as you can keep it straight and full is fine. But the moment you lose your length and the line, then you are asking for trouble. Not easy, because both the batters are looking to play a few shots here. Already 7 in the over.
Now the shorter one, and he's got him. He tempted Bunny Hall to swivel round. His eyes lit up when he saw that short ball, but it was just 118 kilometers per hour, and that pace beat him, and he couldn't keep it down. Straight down the throat of the fielder there.
Pace of the ball did the trick, but there was an opportunity, but the batter thought maybe I'm in business to pick up another boundary. Not the case. Straight into the hands. Good comeback. Bunny Hall has to go. Gone for 5. Rangpur Riders 116 for 6.
The batter in Azmatullah Omarzai, right-hand batter for the Rangpur Riders. It's just that last wicket. A lot of full deliveries and suddenly a short one. One that did not really come up in terms of speed, and he was tempted. His eyes lit up. Tried to swivel around, but he found the lone fielder fine leg. Anything over or either side could have gone for 4. He was relieved and pleased in duping the batter. Omarzai gets behind that, not really getting the meaty part, but opens his account. 15 overs done. It's 117 for 6.
Well, while Shoaib Malik is not out, there is a chance that they can set something, the Riders, because it's an innings that has sort of stuttered the whole way through. At no stage have they really dominated. The first 4 or 5 overs were entertaining because I think the Fortune Borishal were handing them runs. Not sure what to make of it, Mazza. Do you think the surface has contributed to the total, or?
I think they lacked to construct the innings. They lost wickets in crucial situations. Just when they wanted to build a partnership, they lost a wicket, and that hampered the proceedings as well. Talking about Shoaib Malik, he's been there, but he lost wickets from the other end. Look at that, the loss of wicket there.
Well, that was the last of the recognised batters that got out caught deep mid-wicket. So we just got the 3 bowlers left here to support Shoaib Malik. And I suppose that's why we question the dismissal of Azmatullah, because really his role was to try and bat through with Shoaib Malik here, but instead there's still just over 4 overs remaining, and Malik finds himself with the last 3. And the strike stolen from him. Into the 16th, 118 for 7. He's skiddy, isn't he, Karim Janat? Just rushes you.
Not easy for the batters. The bowler like Karim Janat, that's the previous dismissal. And it's Omar Zai. I wonder what he was trying there. Obviously, his intention was to clear that boundary, but with Shoaib Malik on the other end, he must have looked to rotate the strike and put more strike to Shoaib Malik. But Fortune Boishal, they're doing really well here, picking up wickets at regular juncture.
Yeah, I mean, we've spoken quite how your foot down on the accelerator and go till you're all out, but there's still got to be a degree of cricketing intelligence to the way you go about putting an innings together. All the best players have that. You only look at how Shoaib Malik has gone about trying to construct this innings, but he's just lacked anything from the other side. Azmatullah Omarzai is not the worst batter. He plays for Afghanistan, he's an international cricketer, and he's not the worst batter. He just needed to hang around for a little bit longer, and then he can try a few of those big hits with, say, 2 overs to go. Taken off.
Last 30 balls, 23 runs, and they lost 2 wickets. But that has been the case so far for Rangpur Riders. They batted well in the previous game, managed to score 176. But things hasn't gone their way so far. Shoaib Malik really needs to bat till the 20th over here.
We talk about nippy. I mean, that's a better than medium pace bouncer. He bustles in, doesn't he? He bustles in and just skiddy the ball when pitched it, doesn't really get above knee height, and then all of a sudden he just whacks one in at you.
Not a big lad, Omarzai. Karim Janat, beg your pardon. As you mentioned, just rushes through. Not allow the batsman to go after him. Third man is up in the circle. Last ball of the over.
Malik happy to just drop that and run and keep the strike. So a few singles in that over, but that's now 17 gone, 124 for 7. While Shoaib and Ronnie were going, things were looking bright for the Rangpur Riders, but then Ronnie got himself out. Shoaib didn't lose his rhythm there, but he certainly has lost it a little bit now. He's on strike, 3 overs remaining. I'm sure they could look at something like 8 to the over and get around that 150 mark. Just requires 1 boundary every over, just the one. Good thinking, interesting thinking. Trying to beat those 2 men inside the 30-yard circle behind point on the offside. To run it down the 3rd man for 4.
Kamrul Islam, 91 wickets of his 77 matches. Economy of 8.64. At the moment, he'll be looking to keep things calm with Robiul on strike. And good to see Shoaib Malik having a chat with Robiul, asking him not to go for anything fancy, rather give him the strike.
Well, mid-wicket is tight, so is extra cover. Backward point, they're looking to save 1. They want to keep him on strike. If he hits his trouble, unlucky. They're going to get through for 2, but you can see the idea of Fortune Borishal, how they're trying to squeeze Robiul. They want to try and keep him on strike.
There's a tight single there. Would have been gone. They're taking their chances there. Rangpur Riders.
Precious dot.
That's the idea there, HD. Just what you mentioned. They want him to keep on strike. Bowl as more dot balls as they can. That's the run out chance there. There's a goner. Time since last boundary, 18 deliveries.
Change of field, fine leg up, deep mid-wicket goes back onto the boundary. There's some runs, they should get 2 here and will.
So far, it's been a decent over, 5 runs. I'd expect Shoaib Malik would hope that he would go on till the 20th over, and probably 11 per over, maybe 155 would be a good total for them.
Depends how much strike he gets. At the moment, he's sitting on his bat at the non-striker's end. That'll just be a single. So now how does Malik play this last ball? Does he get a single and try and get the strike for the first ball of the next over, or does he look for that precious boundary that's required? Because it's just 6 off the over, and we're in the money overs now. It's a good innings. It really is a good innings in the context of the game. Yes, you might think, well, strike rates need to be around 140, 150 in match-winning innings, but all have fallen about him. He's held it together in the middle, as he so often does. Might be a wide. That'll help.
He was looking for that single, HD. You can see from the intention, it was wide, but still Shoaib Malik searching for it, trying to get that bat onto it, and wanted to take that strike.
Yeah, I think his intention will be to look for a boundary. That's what I think. I think he knows the field is spread enough where if the ball doesn't present itself, he can scramble a 1 no matter what. It's just drifting down the leg side. Good delivery though, so he's able to get that single. End of the 18th. 132 for 7. 2 nines will get them to 150. Surely that's the marker. That's the bare minimum. Clever, very clever, smart. That's what he is, Shoaib Malik.
He's just waited for it, Shoaib Malik there. And a boundary after 21 deliveries for Rangpur Riders. A welcome boundary indeed. And once again, third man is up in the circle. Just guided that, opening the face of the bat. And just get that boundary. A much needed boundary for Rangpur Riders.
Boundary off the first ball. That's ideal for the batting side. Now he goes over mid-wicket. Now he goes over mid-wicket. Shoaib Malik, he's on the charge. 8 from 2 here, and Karim Janak finds himself under pressure for the very first time.
Once again, Shoaib Malik picking up the spot really well. You can see from his intention he's going to take on Karim Janak. 2 boundaries of the first 2 deliveries. Pressure back on the bowler.
He's done this all before. Seen this many times. Flat back. Should just be 1. Damage already done now. 9 off the over. Surely Robbie swings for the grandstands.
Was the first boundary of the over. That was very clever. Just guided that one and then a bang. And there were 2 fielders there. He did pick up the gap. I'd like to see Robbie taking a single and give Shoaib Malik the strike. He looks to be in good touch.
Oh, deep third goes back. Mid-off comes up. Pace taken off the ball. He'll get his single. He wasn't looking for it though. He was looking to hit it out the ground. I understand that a little bit. I mean, you don't want him to swing aimlessly, but there's no time left in the game now. You're batting first. It's not like you need 3 and over here. You've just got to make sure that you find bat on ball though, so that if you don't hit the middle of the bat, you can get a single and get Malik on strike. Right, there are 2 balls. He'll still be looking for boundaries here. He'll still look for a boundary. Cleverly bowled.
Taking the pace off the ball there, Karim Janak. Shoaib Malik just couldn't connect it properly, deceived by the lack of pace there.
Now surely Robbie does swing for the boundary, because even if he gets out, it doesn't matter. Shoaib Malik keeps the strike. But a boundary is exactly what the Riders will be after here. Oh, that's well fielded. Very well fielded. If he hadn't have fielded that cleanly, they might have got through for 2. Instead, Robbie has the strike. There's 1 over to go. 144 for 7. Now there's a few good overs there, but nothing great. Hence the reason we don't have an enormous total, but we do have 1 over remaining here. Shoaib Malik's unbeaten on 47. He doesn't have the strike. Bat on ball, that's what's important here. We can't have any swing and misses. No dot balls. Kamarul's been asked to bowl this final over of this innings. Here we go. Sweetly hit, sweetly struck.
Shoaib Malik gets a strike. And he looks settled in. There you go, it was struck really hard. Went flat, but straight to the fielder there. Good work there in the deep as well. 5 balls to go. 145 for 7. Shoaib Malik on 47 of 34 balls.
Third man up. Backward point up. Fine leg up. Long on in his back, so you've got extra cover. So surely it'll be pace off the ball here. He's got to try and... You can't give Malik pace to work with. Pace taken off the ball. Shoaib Malik goes down the ground and all the way and brings up the 150. He is a master. He has a half century.
What a player he is, Shoaib Malik. Stood his ground there and just bang. It's a well-deserved 50 there by Shoaib Malik. But he would feel the job is not yet done. He would want to face those 4 more deliveries. Look at that shot. Brilliant.
It'll just be one. I tell you what, I'd be tempted if I was Robbie there to be running hard, even if I run myself out, as long as I cross him. But what a half century this has been. He's held it together. It came off just 35 deliveries. But he's lost the strike now, Shoaib Malik. All be forgiven if this goes out the ground. You see, that's the problem. The previous delivery was the one where you sacrifice your wicket for the man who has 50. You'd run hard to long off, and if you run yourself out, that's fine, because Malik would have the strike. Instead, he sits and he watches from the other end. A maximum amount of balls that he could face now is... Another miss. And Shoaib Malik, if he doesn't run himself out, will remain unbeaten. He'll have a little word with his mate here and say, look, we need bat on ball. The thing that Malik, what stands out above everyone else, is he looks at the field and he can almost predict exactly what the bowler's going to bowl, whereas lesser players just don't have that ability. Final delivery. Up in the air. Has he got it? You bet he does. That's the way to finish the innings. Robbie hits a maximum, and the Rangpur Riders end on 158 for 7.
Robbie compensates that with a brilliant 6 to finish off the innings after 2 dot balls. He's finished off on 18 of 15 deliveries. Rangpur Riders will take it 158 for 7 after 20 overs. Shoaib Malik remains unbeaten on 54 of 36 at the other end. 41 of the last 30 balls, and it's been a good over. Good final over, 2 sixes and 2 singles. They've taken 14, and Shoaib Malik, what a knock he has played for Rangpur Riders.
That was a very good partnership in the end. Robbie did a very good job. That last ball rectified a few things in that final over, hitting it out the ground. It's right in the hitting zone, and he doesn't miss out. 41 of 27 deliveries. That's the partnership that the Riders required, just to give themselves something to defend. Now, we know that that is not a bad total, batting first. Here in these day games, we'll refer to them as day games, but this was the half century.
Yep. Played really well. Shoaib Malik constructed his innings and waited for the right deliveries to pick up those boundaries. And he needed to stay there till the end, and he did. What a knock it has been by this experienced Pakistani cricketer. It's been a not so up to the mark batting performance, apart from Ronnie Talukdar at the top, once again making an impact with a 40, but it was Shoaib Malik there. Remained not out on 54 of 36 balls, and Robiul played a cameo 18, striking a 6 of the very last ball of the innings. Talking about the partnership, apart from Shoaib and Ronnie's 35, it's a partnership with Robiul of 41 of 27 balls that eventually helped Rangpur Riders to post a fighting total in the end of 158 for 7.
their economy rates. Fine performance from the Baruchel. So at 158 for 7.
The match number 7, Rangpur Riders managed to score 158 for 7 thanks to that wonderful knock of 54 from Shoaib Malik. They're also blazing. So they end up at 5 for 7. The 8-wicket partnership of 41 in 27 was crucial for Fortune Baruchel. Shakib Al Hasan led the way, 1 for 19 in 4, and a couple of wickets to Chaturanga de Silva. Picking up Mohammad Naeem. Then Ronnie Taluga played some really good shots. He started to eye on the onside and then smash few down the ground on the offside. As I say, a very good afternoon to Sir Curtly Ambrose.
The wickets kept falling. The keeper was in some trouble. Don't know why he didn't wear his helmet. But they continue to blaze away, going at a rapid rate. Some maximums, some good shots. Put the ball to the sword and then wickets continue to fall. Soon as they look like they're taking control, they keep losing wickets.
It was all left to Shoaib Malik, and especially that last 8-wicket partnership of 41. And this is another wicket that trying to hit a big one. Shoaib, another wicket. Really, so finding a fielder. Some deft touches from Shoaib Malik. He was quite severe right in the end. That was a big one down the ground to bring the 50. Really good effort. And this is how they finish off. That came from the bat of Rabiul Haq for the maximum. So the target for Fortune Borishal is 159 for 120 deliveries at a run rate of just under 8 runs in an over. We'll take a short break and we'll be back for the chase.
आलू भजी टमाटर डालने टमाटर डाल देंगे तो अच्छा होगा टमाटर बेके और एक खाना होता है बहुत बेची टाइम लगता है चल तो आगे तुझे इधर खावा है नहीं पेज तो कौन सा नाता हो
Welcome back. It is the Fortune Borishal versus Rango. Rango Riders for 7. Malik to ensure that they'll be eyeing to pick up early wickets.
Shoaib Malik from a tiny arrival crease. He made his intention quite clear. He's going to be on the aggressive, play some good shots, never afraid to go aerial, some depth touches as well. He was powerful, very calculated inning. 54 from 36, propelled his team once.
By picking up 2 wickets for Bharat, picking up This was very crucial wicket of second. Benny Howell putting one at short fine leg, looking to play some big shot, trying to put their foot on the accelerator. Chaturanga De Silva taking few catches in the deep also. So it's a tricky little total to chase. It's not a big total, and it's at the same time it's not a low total, so that you cannot let your guard down. Important, really important for Fortune Borishal to have a good start, as we see the umpires walking in.
.159 needed in 120 legal deliveries at a required run rate of 7.9. Huge total by any means. Try to defend. Not going to be easy. Going to take some good batting. Is a good surface to baton. The outfield, as we've been saying all along, is lightning quick. So it's going to be an interesting run chase.
Anamala Bijoy in the left of the screen. Chaturanga De Silva, the left-hander. So left hand right hand combination right of that. And they'll be hoping to give their side a good platform.
I reckon this first power play, first 6 overs, could really set the game up one way or the other. It's going to be very important that we try not to lose more than maybe 1 wicket in the first 6 overs. Don't want to give the bowlers too much confidence. So this first 6 overs is going to be crucial.
Yeah, they made a very bright start in that match against Select Strikers, Fortune Borishal, when Chaturanga De Silva and Anamala Bijoy added 67 in 7.2 overs. So they've done it in the past. 94 innings, so that's tons of experience there, more than 1,000 runs in the back for him. A couple of 50s and a decent strike rate, 125. With him is Tanda, who also is runs in this format of the game. Look, 148, 11, pardon, and 100. Excellent numbers. Left arm spinner. Hani end. No surprises there. We saw Shakib Al Hasan taking the new ball.
Can he replicate first wicket delivery the Shakib Al Hasan did? Be an interesting run chase.
They're not too sure where the fielders are. I think that he's also not happy with something, as you see Shakib the boundary ropes on here. Strike, and now it's Chaturanga still not happy. He wants.
Now he's making his way out. There's some bit of confusion here. Athar. Having a word with you. He's not happy about something. Hands away. Something is quite right, Athar.
Well, because I'm not in a discussion with the other umpire.
What's going on?
Neither have I.
বললো খালি
plays
গ্যাস
around
যাবে তো গ্যাস যাবে টিম
strike also. It looks like it's isn't it?
It's a changes your frame of mind.
কাদুর কত বয়স এই জল এরকম